up, gang? It's your boy HeatEmUpTrell. I'm back with another video. We about to get into Steve Wilks firing. He just got fired. I cannot lie. He got fired after one season. Now, I'm hearing a whole lot of scapegoated this, scapegoated that. I'm not really trying to hear that. You feel me? I don't want to hear it. You feel me? Kyle Shanahan is the guy for us when it comes to the team, the coaching, the offense. I don't give a fuck. You feel me? But can we question certain things? Yes. But Steve Wilks being scapegoated, I don't want to hear that shit, bro. I'm sorry. Just off the simple fact that people would like to make it like a racial issue. It's not none of that, bro. It's none of that. We've had two former black coaches that happen to be head coaches now, and they're doing great at their team. So I don't want to hear that shit when it comes to being scapegoated or none of that. You feel me? So literally, this is how I'm gonna call it though.
Former Panthers interim head coach and Charlotte native Steve Wilks has just been fired from his role as defensive coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers.
Multiple reports just in the past hour, with head coach Kyle Shanahan telling sources that he has relieved Wilks of his duties just 3 days after their Super Bowl loss to the Kansas City.
Yeah, he got relieved of his duties. I looked at the stats from the defensive stats. It's very close, but I ain't gonna hold you though. We dropped off in points allowed. We dropped off in touchdowns allowed. We dropped off in points per game. Even if it was just 2 points, I don't care. We dropped off immensely. You feel me? We dropped off. If you drop off, that's a down year for us. You feel me? I told y'all what it was when it came to us. It was Super Bowl or bust. I didn't give a fuck. You feel me? So, when things happen like this, 383 first downs compared to 347, that's a very big difference to me. You feel me? That's a big difference. Fourth down conversions, 53.8% allowed compared to 41%. That's terrible to me. You feel me? He had to call Steve Wilks to come down from the booth. He was originally in the booth. It was just problems. It was problems from the jump. The secondary, he's a secondaries coach. You can argue. I mean, I ain't gonna lie though. He had his moments. When he did good. Like with the Lions, they picked it up. We were getting our asses toasted, but I ain't gonna cap though. The offense was playing like some shit too. I ain't gonna let Kyle all the way off the hook though. You feel me? We still got that protection issue, but then you got Spencer Buford stepping up and saying he simply did not stick to the scheme. When you say he does not stick to the scheme, he did his own thing. And when I say he did his own thing, he had me believing that he was supposed to block down. I ain't even gonna cap to y'all. That when I watched that thing, he blocked down from the get-go. He didn't even think about looking at Chris Jones. I ain't gonna cap. He generally blocked down. You feel me? So when I looked at that and I reacted to him, I'm like, okay, so he was supposed to block down. You feel me? But then I read it again, I look at it again, and I see it a little bit more on Twitter. I'm like, he came out and said, oh, I didn't stick to the script. You did not stick to the script and blocking looking at your right side when you're the right fucking guard. So I can't let Kyle all the way off the hook. I already know what it is when I call him out. Come on now. But it's kind of hard to call out the mastermind. I can't lie. It's hard to call out. I mean, he's the mastermind. You feel me? But nah, for real though. When it comes to Steve Wilks though, he's a phenomenal coach. He's a good coach. But I don't think he's the one for this type of pressure. You feel me? This type of pressure. This type of team. You feel me? I ain't gonna cap. We hire black coaches. I don't want to hear none of that. You hear me? It's not a race thing. I'm tired of people saying that. Like when it comes to football, bro, it's not about race for me, bro. Literally, it's football. Are you good or are you not good? Like literally. But here's what I say. Here's what I gotta say though. As far as Steve Wilks, he'll probably get rehired. He'll get rehired for sure. We'll probably hire somebody new. The defense is completely traumatized in the overtime. That's something that, like, the secondary was playing soft coverage. Weren't playing like it was a lot of fuck ups. Kyle probably got tired of having to call a timeout. Probably the thing is though, he gave somebody a chance. That was a DB's coach. And he wanted to make him look good. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't gonna cap. I mean, what did we rank? What did we rank? I gotta see our rankings though. I ain't know what our rankings were. I think we were 3rd in defense. Like, you gotta think about it. Like, last year we were number 1 in yards. You know, like fewest yards. You feel me? But this year we weren't number 1 in yards. You feel me? So I mean, hey. 49ers defensive rankings. There we go. Where did we rank? Because this is gonna prove everything. You feel me? I see when we're used to being top 2, top 3 defense, we dropped all the way down to 8. That's not good to me. That's not good to me. That's average to me. Come on now. We have an elite defense. I expect top 3, top 5 every year. You feel me? We were not top 3. We were not top 5. Simple. But then on the offensive side, y'all want to say, oh, Kyle Shanahan, this, that, and the third. Let's go on that side. Let's think about it. You got Brock Purdy, who just had his first full year. He had outstanding numbers. He was in the MVP conversation. You got Christian McCaffrey winning Offensive Player of the Year. You also have Falancio that got hurt. He got hurt in the Super Bowl. He had to put Spencer Buford in there. At first they was just splitting reps, if we're being honest. But then he got hurt. So we getting to have a veteran that he could trust to guard. I ain't gonna cap though, Spencer. You're a good guard. You're young. But you made a very crucial mistake that really should have got you cut too. I ain't gonna cap. But no, they're not gonna cut you just because off the fact that you're young and you're actually a pretty good guard. But I'm just saying, you made a very, very terrible mistake, if we're being honest. But literally, and then on top of that, you had a Chase, but to defend Steve Wilks, you had a Chase Young that was considered lazy throughout the season and finally showed up in the Super Bowl. You had a Nick Bosa that didn't really have any practices in the beginning of the season. Factual, because of a contract issue. You have Dre Greenlaw, who got injured. Literally, that threw off the whole entire linebacking cadence, because if you notice, they started trying to pound the ball down the middle a little bit more once he went down. So that's saying something. And on top of that, we lost our Energizer buddy. So that's saying something. But to put this fully on Steve Wilks, that's not what we're doing at all, because Kyle Shanahan has a whole lot of blame too. You got to think about it. Holding calls on Trent Williams set us back. We didn't score at all in the third quarter. That's on Kyle. So it's not on Steve Wilks. He's not being scapegoated. Honestly, the whole damn team fucked up, for being honest. But yeah, that's just what it is. That's what it is, y'all. Nobody's being scapegoated. I'm tired of hearing that shit. My shit blows the shit out of me, because, like, literally nobody's being scapegoated. You got fired because you weren't the one for the job. Kyle Shanahan, the only person that can fire Kyle Shanahan is John Lynch, and you know damn well he's not doing that. As far as everything that he's done, Kyle Shanahan has done for the franchise. So, honestly, let's just be honest when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Let me know what y'all think. I ain't gonna cap. A lot of people think different. People think he got scapegoated. I don't think he got scapegoated. I just think that they just need a different scenery when it comes to certain things. I mean, Travarius thinks different. They say he's a good coach, but I'm just saying, hey, that's what it is, man. When we don't win, things happen. And I told you, it was Super Bowl bust with us, bro. It wasn't, that season means nothing to me now. Like, that season meant nothing. I told you, it was Super Bowl or bust. We didn't win. So if we don't win, people get fired. I don't give a fuck. So yeah, that's gonna do it for the video. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.